Welcome back. In this video lecture, I'm going to teach you about variables and C programming language. Are just placeholders that we have that helps us to hold some values. So it can be integer values, it can be float value, it can also be string or a character value. So let's go ahead and look at an example on how to create a variable. First of all, you need to declare your variable so that you can be able to use that. And this is where a variable can be declared in your program. So let's go ahead and create one. So I can say maybe age is equal to 20, put a semicolon at the end. And then we can create another thing like, let's say month is equal to 5. And, let's say year is equal to 2001, put a semicolon at the end. So now we have age, month, and year. So these variables are not yet given if they're a type. So you need to declare if this should be a float, integer, or a string. So if this should be an integer variable, so it must have int age. If this is int month and int year. So for you to declare a float variable, use floats. Let's say float day is equal to 12.0, put a semicolon at the end. So the float variable, the float is used to hold decimal points, where the integer is for whole numbers. So if you want to print this out, you can go ahead and say printf, and inside here, I can go ahead and say the value of age is, percentage D. For a semicolon, I'm gonna go ahead and call age, and go ahead and put a semicolon at the end. And once you do that, you go ahead and run this code, and let's check that out. So the value of age is 20, and age is 20. So that's the way you can print. So the value of age is 20, and the value, okay, let's say today, and today is percentage, let's go out to be percentage F. So the very first one is age, and the next one is day. So let's go ahead and run this code and check that out. So the value of age is 20, and today is 12.000. Alright, so that is not what it's supposed to be. So remember I told you that float takes 6 characters by default. Okay, so if you put this to be D and you give that float, would that work out? You see that? So this is 0, because this variable day is float. Is a float type, and you come here and give it a D for the integer. That is fine. Go ahead and change that to be, if you want that to be D, you must change this float to be int. And you remove this point right here. And if you run this code, today is going to be 12. See, the value of age is 20, and today is 12, I said, and the date, and today is 12. Alright, in that same way, you can also do some calculations with this. I can say that int hello is equal to year minus year minus age plus semicolon at end. But I think I'll do this one by one. So I'm going to cut this from here. So plus semicolon. So my code will going to look very neat. And now sign hello equal to year minus age. And then I can come over here and say the result of hello is %d, and I'll go here and put semicolon, a comma, and call hello. Now let's run this code and check it out. So the result of hello is 1981. Can you see that? 1981. So, or if you want to display a character, so a variable for character, let's say if you want to create that for character, you can go ahead and say char, and this is just one value. I can say char educate, and I'm going to assign this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. And for you to display a string, normally you can also do that right here. Okay? So let's go ahead and try out a string. I can go here and include a define method right here. That's a define method. So go here and include define. So define, and I'm going to call that to str, and I can write anything and write inside here. I can say this is the string variable. Alright, and I'm going to close that. So I can come over here and put this to be. So go ahead and remove what is this idea, and I'm going to say, so let's go ahead and remove this, and I'm going to say the new variable. I'm going to go ahead and say the new variable is %s, and I'm going here and change this hello to str. So anytime I call str, it's going to display this is the string variable. Go ahead and run this code and check it out. Alright, so you can see that the new variable is the string variable. So this is how you can be able to create string variables in C programming. And you can see integer variables, float variables, and both char and all this and that. So I believe that is cool. And you've learned something very good today. Please pull it down on your own laptop and check it out, and make sure that you follow me along. And if you have any question, please use the question and the answer section, and I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video lecture.